What's going on, YouTubers? I am back, and I decided to take your advice. A lot of you said that you wanted me to start doing movie reviews, so you know what? Here we go! And please put the comments at the bottom to let me know if you're with me or against me. I want your feedback, and to let me know if you like my reviews, and if I should keep going. This week's movie review, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. I'm sorry, the way it should be pronounced based on that little clip that I just played for you is actually Prince of Persia. Check it out again. You see that? Every letter is the same size except the N is larger. Why? Take a look one more time. Not sure why they're putting so much emphasis on that N. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Now, for those of you that don't know, this movie is actually an adaptation of a video game called Prince of Persia. So already going into it, I'm not holding a lot of hope. How many crappy video game-based movies can one guy sit through? When was the last time we had a good one? Have we ever had a good one? They're all pretty much terrible. Resident Evil, Max Payne, Doom, they're all terrible. So going into this movie, I already kind of thought this is going to be a big fail. Not entirely true. So let's go ahead and jump into the story. The main character's name, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is Dustin, which is really just a cool way of saying the name Dustin. But for there to be a Prince Dustin, that's just not cool. If you say Dustin, then it sounds very regal and powerful. It's Dustin. Through a series of events, he's adopted by the King of Persia, and fast forward, he gets older, he becomes a great warrior, wins a bunch of battles, and in one of his battles, he finds himself acquiring a very rare, powerful, and magical dagger. A dagger that can turn back time using magical sand. The Sands of Time. Why it's magic, who knows. How it became magic, who cares. Thing is that only the person that's using the dagger knows that time has been turned back. So basically, you know what, I'm just going to let him explain it.
With my own eyes. Releasing the sand turns back time. Only the holder of the dagger is aware of what's happened.
Okay, you got that? So now he's got this dagger. Thing is, there is more to this dagger than meets the eye. Now, the princess, or the queen, or just the really, really super hot chick that runs the town that he conquered where he got this dagger, I really don't know if she was a princess or a queen. I couldn't pay attention. All I know is she was really hot. Smoke! She knows about this magical dagger and all the powers it possesses, and knows that if it falls into the wrong hands, the results could be disastrous. Moving forward, Dustin gets accused of doing something that he didn't do. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to ruin the plot, but it was bad. So the Empire turns on him and he has to flee, and because he's got the dagger, the hot princess chick, goes with him. And the plot of the movie from there is just him going through all these steps to try to prove his innocence to his two brothers and his uncle. So now that I've given you the story, now I'm going to go through the high points and the low points, starting with the high. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. As video game movies go, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 412. As regular movies go, Jake Gyllenhaal was really good in this part, with two exceptions, one of which wasn't even his fault. Exception number 1, he's not Persian. He doesn't even remotely look Persian. He's not slightly brown. But that's not his fault, they cast him. Exception 2, accent was a little off. Sometimes he sounded more British than he did Persian. Other than that, he was great. I mean, it really showed his versatility as an actor. Finally, he gets to be a badass. And I wasn't sure that Gyllenhaal would be able to pull it off, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make the transition from Brokeback Mountain, where he was literally pounding ass, to the Prince of Persia, where he's kicking ass. And let me tell you, he kicked a lot of ass. He kicked almost as much ass as he pounded in the other movie. The fight scenes were awesome. They were like the best part of the entire movie. The dialogue was kind of hokey, the story in and of itself was kind of crappy, but the fight scenes were badass. The girl was good. Did I mention she was super hot? Maybe she wasn't good, but honestly, she could have said like anything, and I would have been like, bravo, bravo. Stunning, stunning work, young lady. What do you want? I'm a guy, she was hot. Ben Kingsley plays the uncle. He was good, but I knew he would be. He's good in everything. He's a great actor. And when I knew he was involved in a movie that surrounded itself with lots of sand, I pretty much knew he was going to be awesome in it. I mean, he played Gandhi. That is like the ultimate guy surrounded by lots of sand character. Alfred Molina, in my opinion, from the acting standpoint, was the best part of the entire movie. He's like the comic relief guy. He plays like a would-be gambler, trader, kind of badass kind of dude, but he's more funny than anything. Now for the low points. CGI effects in this film were awesome. They were great, with the exception of the snakes. There's a character in the film who chases Jake Gyllenhaal's character and tries to kill him, who looks like a guy who is half zombie and half someone that has leprosy. He has these snakes that he casts out and attack people and stuff. They looked crappy. All in all, I thought it was a good movie, but not a great movie. I did, however, learn something very interesting in this movie that I did not know. Apparently, Persians are incredible jumpers. There is a lot of jumping in this movie. Jumping from building to building, jumping ridiculously large distances, and running across these tiny ledges and these little rocks that jut out from the side of buildings. Basically, Persian infants are taught two very important things: jumping and impeccable balance. If that movie is at all accurate when it comes to the skills of a Persian in the areas of jumping and balancing, then we need to fly some of these guys in and get them on the USA gymnastics team, because honestly, I'm getting tired of Russia kicking our ass every year. And now, for the first time, I am very excited to unveil a new feature to my reviews, which I call the Choke-O-Meter.
Choke-O-Meter!
It should be right here, somewhere in here. If it's not, then I'm just pointing at nothing and I look like an idiot. The Choke-O-Meter is going to be my system for rating whatever it is I'm reviewing. It's going to be a simple 1 to 10 system, 1 being the worst movie ever made, 10 being a movie that you need to go out and see immediately. For me, Prince of Persia weighs in right in the middle with a 5 on the Choke-O-Meter.
5 on the Choke-O-Meter!
I love that. So that's my review, and like I said, post the comments at the bottom. I always want to hear your feedback, and I read everything that you guys write. So if you're writing it, I'm reading it. Next on the agenda, as far as movie reviews are concerned, I'm going to go ahead and Get Into the Greek this weekend, and I'll have a review for that probably sometime by Friday or Saturday of this coming week. So be on the lookout for that, and like I said, let me know what you think. If you guys want more reviews, I will do them. And please, subscribe to my channel and check out everything else I'm doing. And don't forget to check out my podcast by going into the iTunes store and searching ChokeOnFunny. One word, ChokeOnFunny. It's a funny show. I hope you guys like it. So until next time, my name is Chris Colosi, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Fight him!
The High Temple. It's guarded by some sort of demon. Dustan, where's the dagger?
You're welcome to search me for it. You'll have to be very thorough. It's time.
We have to get out of here.
Ah!